I'm a student here at Carroll, and I'll be graduating in 2 years, and when you look at the unemployment rate for college graduates, it's devastating. So what will you and Mommy do to help young adults succeed in this economy?
So look at where you are. You're halfway through college. The last 4 years, we have seen public university college tuition go up 25%. That's an incredible inflation rate. You see student loan debt hitting $1 trillion right now. So you're coming out of school with a massive debt. When I came out of school, I worked 3 jobs to live, to pay my loans, but my loans were, they were reasonable. People are coming out of school with a mountain of debt and no opportunities. As I mentioned before, 50% of college graduates today are either not working in the field that they study or working at all. Right now, we got 5.5 million people who are out of work and stopped looking for work. They just gave up. We don't even count them anymore. They're not even factored into the unemployment rate. If we counted our government, if our government counted the people, those 5.5 million, our unemployment rate would be closer to 11% today. The thing that is so crucial is economic growth. Growth, growth, growth. What does that mean? As I mentioned, this gentleman in the IBEW, this electrician, that's precisely what our 5-point plan is all about. Energy policy to create jobs, to lower the cost of energy. That stands in stark contrast to President Obama. He's shutting down federal lands. He's over-regulating the new technologies, the oil and gas. He is shutting down permitting in the Outer Continental Shelf. He's shutting down the Keystone Pipeline. He has this national energy tax that he wants to put in place that raises taxes on everyone's energy consumption. That kills jobs. We got to make sure that when you come out of school with the skills that you've learned, that you come into an economy where there are opportunities. That means economic growth. And to grow the economy, lower tax rates, sound regulations, sound money. Get government to live within its means so this debt crisis doesn't haunt us. And if we get ahead of this problem, if America elects real leaders to address this problem, to prevent this debt crisis, to get our budget on the back of the balance, to bring our tax rates down, to stop picking winners and losers in Washington like they do in the Obama administration, then we will get ahead of this problem. We will be the port in the storm in the global economy. And that means our economy will grow. You get a job coming out of college if you're coming out in a growing economy. If businesses are expanding and they're taking risks and are hiring more people, that's the secret to it. This isn't rocket science. It is get this economy going. That's precisely what we're proposing. And just take a look at Mitt Romney's record. This is a man who knows how businesses work. This is a man whose business for 25 years was turning around struggling companies, was starting tough, growing businesses. He created businesses like Staples, Sports Authority, Bright Horizons, Steel Dynamics. He knows what it takes to create jobs. He knows the barriers that are making it harder for small businesses to create jobs. 2/3 of our jobs in America come from small businesses. And right now we have a president that is putting barrier against barrier on top of barrier in front of businesses, so that when you come out of school, you're coming into an economy that's barely living along right now. Because of the president's lack of leadership, we have this fiscal cliff coming, which if it actually happens, the budget crunches in Washington are telling us we'll have another recession. That's because of a fundamental lack of leadership. Leadership turns this around. Leadership that embraces those great qualities that made America great, that makes our economy grow, means we get back on a path of growth and opportunity. So in 2 years when you come out of college, you're coming out into a growing economy, and you have a future to look forward to. You don't have a debt that's going to crush your success in the future. You have an economy that's growing so you can get an opportunity. That's the secret to success. The secret to growth isn't Washington pick winners and losers. Washington takes more money from your family, from the businesses, and spends it, and borrows it. Washington gets out of the way so that you can succeed, so that businesses can grow. We have to have the right rules. We have to have a good regulatory system. We have to have a government that lives within its means. We have to have a government that respects the fact that if a person has a small business, they build that small business. here at home. It's so good to be home, by the way. It's great to see the Packers on a streak, six touchdowns. But we here in Wisconsin, we have an obligation. We are what we call a targeted state. That means we have an obligation, we have a responsibility, and we have a great opportunity. We have shown and we have seen what courage looks like. Look at that man right there, Scott Walker. Look at his foot. That's what courage looks like. And in Wisconsin, we have shown that when leaders step up and lead, we as voters have their backs. We haven't dedicated our electoral votes since 1984 to the Republican nominee. It is time we change that. Let's make sure that we do Wisconsin as the